Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us. Elliott T. Bauer Stadium in Huntsville, Texas, home of the Sam Houston Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Missouri State Bears, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Bearcats will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bears offense will take the field first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Tries to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. So the Sam Houston Bearcats offense will get the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Punts it out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Bearcats moving quickly to the line. Fires to the big fella. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Gets it to the back. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. The Bearcats are on the move. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Caught close to the marker. It's Johns. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Bears will have it 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Fires to the middle. Working that left side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Makes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're not into 3s, they want 6s, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Bears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri State. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this.
There he goes. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Open space in the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The inside handoff. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Finds the tight end. Strong, firm tackle. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Fires into traffic, picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Murphy. It's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to USF. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
To the air on second down. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Got a man. It's Barmore. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle before.
He's got it. First down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Now, that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field, and they just couldn't hook up on that one.
Can't get him to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Boom, makes the grab on the left. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their area.
Makes a catch, 1st down and maybe a lot more. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. The Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Webb. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Big fella moving. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Field goal is good. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Murphy. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your 1st. Your 1st interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. What looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down. Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Smashes it between the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bears will kick it off to start the 2nd half.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. He'll do it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Bearcats in the hurry up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Working on the right, ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Bearcats are marching down the field. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Fires complete on the crosser. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Right back to it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Webb. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to keep the drive alive. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
We all love the quarterbacks with the big arms and the big throws, but getting that protection set properly is so huge.
And I think the quarterback just had so...
Intercepted deep in his own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Gets it out quickly. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. And the Bearcats want to pick up the tempo.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it himself. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Sam Houston! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. It's caught. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking downfield on first down. And the pass falls incomplete, and we played 3. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to throw again. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Here's the pressure. A little screen to the running back. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into bust territory at the 49.
And that's what defense is all about, understanding the situation. It's 3rd and long. I'm going to drop back. I'm going to make him throw that ball underneath to the running back and then do my job. Go corral, tackle him, and force the 4th down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
And the Bears are rolling down the field. Pocket breaking down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long.
Get set.
Back to pass. Unloads it left. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down.
Let's go.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. On target over the middle. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Johns. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different...
Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Bearcats will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. And because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Backed up now. Here's second and long.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. The Bearcats will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. So here comes the Bear offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they stopped him in the backfield on third down and short.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Pulls it in. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it then.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Handoff to the fullback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Bearcats want to move quickly. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. 2nd down coming up. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Bearcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do.